can connect with it, you can see its past, but it can see through you because it will be here long, gazing at us long after we're gone. I'm Nicolas Chow, I'm Sotheby's Asia Chairman, and I'm a Swiss in Hong Kong. I'm Chairman of Sotheby's Asia, based in Hong Kong, and so I get involved in our strategy here in the region, with a focus, of course, on Asian art, mostly Chinese art, Chinese antiquities, Chinese paintings. The creation of this Maison recently is definitely a highlight. It's an entirely new business model at the heart of the city. It's really a radical dual proposition. On the ground floor here, the idea is to really push aesthetic experience. It's a temple, if you wish, a temple devoted to aesthetics and experiences. Upstairs, what we designed this as the ultimate retail proposition. It's like a concept store where you can buy any day of the week, 365 days a year, a dinosaur, a watch, first edition book, African contemporary design, contemporary art, all sorts. Pretty much anything you can imagine from any civilization, from 70 to 80 million years ago till today, bringing sort of fresh viewpoint on the art business, right? Something that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world, and will continue to try and push the limits of the possibilities we have here in this space. I grew up in Switzerland, in Nyon, which is a small town on the shore of Lake Geneva. It's really where I spent all my formative years up until I was in my early 20s. And you have these 2.5 columns that were part of the Forum at the time when it was a Roman city, built in 50 BC. In fact, that aesthetic, that fragmentary space, influenced in many ways my taste in art, in the fragmentary. I mean, you'll see, for example, this beautiful torso behind me. All of that interest in how time transforms objects. Also, of course, the excellent educational system in Switzerland had a great impact in the way I think. Very flexible, very open, allows you to move along and follow your instinct. And I think this was one of the great advantages. But of course, behind that system, you have people. And there were critical teachers that I encountered throughout my life. One of them was a man called Jean-Luc Sailly. He was a French teacher when I was 13, 14 years old. And he was incredibly open-minded in the way he was teaching and exposed us to counterculture. We'd study punk music lyrics. He'd take us to underground sort of concert halls. And that openness to various, let's say, standards of beauty, of poetry, all of that, I think, is something I still carry with me today. And you'll see it, for example, expressed in some of my choices upstairs in the curation of our different salons. If we're going to talk about Swissness, I think it's a very odd concept, right? Because it has to do with my family. Obviously, my heritage is multicultural. My mom is Swiss, from Bern. My dad is originally from Hong Kong, but studied in Paris. And so he's also a mix. They're both a mix of different things. And so this is what my Swissness is about. Western aesthetics, Western philosophy, Western thinking. When you engage that with Chinese art, with Chinese culture, it is an advantage because it's a fresh viewpoint in the way you present things and the way you think about objects. And I think it's been a great advantage to have a foot in both cultures in this place here.